Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam. I like to talk a bunch of shit and make people laugh. So if that's your thing, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button if you like this video. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. As always, I appreciate you more than words can say. So we are crashing yet another Awakend Zoom call. So as you can see, I am makeup free. This is going to be a little bit of a get ready with me. I'm just going to put some like tinted moisturizer, mascara on and whatever. But while I'm doing that, I wanted to react to this corporate Awakend Zoom call that Tish of the channel Echo, if you're not subscribed to her, make sure you go and do that after this video. I will link her channel. It is also always linked in all of my video descriptions below. So if you're not following her, make sure you do go and subscribe. And thank you, Tish, for sending this my way. Now, if you're not familiar with the company Awakend, they are an MLM, also known as a multi-level marketing company, network marketing, social selling, all of the words they are using these days. That is what Awakend is. They have a product called Zenith. It is a weight loss pill, and it supposedly does stuff with your leptin and levels that out so that you can burn fat. Now, in my opinion, it is a full placebo effect. When they first started last year, their pill did not dissolve and people were pooping the pills out. Yes, you heard that right. Pooping the pills out. They have since had to kind of relaunch, but they keep just saying over and over that they're launching. Like, this is their official launch, and the first one was just the beta round. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit that they're feeding us. They're doing this whole relaunch with the new pill that supposedly dissolves. That is their only product as of right now. They do claim to be working on other products to come in the future. If you want to know more about Awakend, I will put a playlist in the description of this video with all of my Awakend videos. Also, most of the creators that I always have linked in my description also have Awakend videos, so you can go to their channels and find out more about Awakend if you want to fall down this black hole with me. Otherwise, let's get into it. We're going to start this call off.
You're watching us on the recording. Danielle, I wanted to kick it to you for some recognition.
Oh, fabulous. All right, let me get out of the waiting room there. Let's get into it. So we've had a lot of rank breaks. Rank breaks are kicking in. Ranks are climbing.
First, I just want to point out the fact that top member enrollers, you're going to see Dr. Rimka there. Now, if you watched my last video that I posted, it was all about Dr. Rimka and how she is running the challenge. It was a call about basically touching base in the middle of this Awakened Body Challenge. Dr. Rimka has a funnel on her website that she uses for her chiropractic office to funnel people to either buy Awakened or join Awakened. So she's on that top enrollers list, and I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why.
People are seeing volumes running through their organizations, and we're really excited. And remember, it's only been a few weeks since product has been hitting doorsteps, so it's pretty remarkable to see the jump we've seen so fast. Weekly top enrollers, top member enrollers. Trina Lavoie, had a good conversation with her this week.
When she just said that it's only been a few weeks since the product has been hitting doorsteps or whatever she said, what she means by that, it's only been a few weeks since they actually reformulated the pill to dissolve, hopefully, we'll see, and not be pooped out. So that's what she means by they were still being shipped beforehand. They just had to pause for a little while.
Can't wait to see you at convention. Dr. Rimka, of course, I adore her. She's been a huge integral part of putting together some great content for Charleston. You guys will be blown away by the tools that her and Dr. Peterson have put together. Sharon Rogers, top member enroller as well. Jennifer Lynn, Dawn Johnson, and then top customer enrollers. Candace Chapman, Emily Jackson, and Mike Amato. No shock there. They're amazing leaders. Christine Cody. I call her the product of the product. She is building an incredible business just on her incredible body transformation, and she's amazing on social media. Can't wait to see her and everyone on this list that's coming. Jen Holsapple, I hope I said that right, Jen, and Jerry Grafton. Great job, guys. Amazing job. So strive for 2 and 5. Scotty, is this you or me? Forgive me.
I'm going to kick it to you for the next 3
All
slides.
right. Let's keep going here. So I'm just going to remind everyone I'll be 49 this year. So when we make these slides, I have to get really close. So Candace Chapman, Christine Cody, Emily Jackson, and Mike Amato, Haley Holmes. There's so many names on here. Frederick Solider. I hope I said that right. Solidaire. Robert Klein, Andrea Canello, Haley Weaver, Julie Maroney, Jen Holsapple again, Amy Richardson, Lynn Waldrop, Jen Barsamian, Ambrose Marketing, Julie Lepore, Frank Villa, Dr. Rimka, Brittany Stult, Heather Gilbert, and Jerry Grafton. So yes, I'm going to need to get glasses for these.
And these folks were cell 5 in the qualification period of April 1st through April 7th. So congratulations to these ones. I have a new list that I'll be pulling tomorrow for the cell 5, but this is through April. And then this is our next one, which is sponsor 2. Go ahead, Danielle.
All right. And this is to be sponsored to new members, and that would be David Harden. We'll see him on stage in Charleston. Candace Chapman, Dr. Carol Petherbridge, Dawn Johnson, Holly Flaker. Holly, you're kicking butt on social media. Great job. Tina.
I hate hearing so many doctors' names on here because they should know better. I'm sorry. I have no shame. I really don't. I worked with doctors and I know they have like, I'm so far away from the mic. I worked with doctors and I know they have like a huge ego that's very fragile, but I don't care. I don't care. You should not be in any MLM at all. Like Optavia, all of the doctors that are even on staff promoting this diet, and Awakend, and any other health MLM. I hate seeing that there's so many doctors. There should be something somewhere stating that doctors cannot partake in multi-level marketing because none of it is regulated. And I know there's going to be somebody in the comments saying vitamins aren't regulated. That's different. This is a weight loss pill that is encouraging disordered eating. And of course, that's all allegedly and in my opinion.
Rains, Amy Richardson, Dawn Huntoon, Lindsay Bowden, Jen Barsamian, Kim Martin, I miss you and adore you, Rain Butt, Dr. Rimka, Christy Pepin, Kara Jefferson, Jen Holsapple, Michelle Rack, Carla Roach, Trina Lavoie, Christine McDonald, and Gabriella Udabor. I hope I said that right, Gabriella. Pretty name.
That is a
great
pretty
job, guys. These names, though, right? We're scrunching them in because more and more people are qualifying. And
That's
then we've
right.
got our coaching bonus. So the fabulous Patrick and Kelly Smith, Chip McGill, Dr. Rimka, Brianna Rietzner, and Christy Cass, all hitting the coaching bonus for helping personally sponsor do the 2 and 5. So every time they got one of their personally enrolled completed the 2 and the 5, they also got a bonus, which was $100 above and beyond their normal compensation. Very cool.
Yes, congratulations to these ones. I'll take over for a moment.
Perfect.
This is a reminder of those qualifications that Danielle just hit on. As we mentioned, there's been so much great things going on, and we've really been back in momentum the last couple of weeks. This is recognition, basically from March 3rd through April 7th. Check out these amber advancements. I actually agree with Danielle. I might need to change it up and not do white text on a soft background. But hey, it looks pretty. It looks kind of sexy. Congratulations to these ambers. I love seeing these names on here. If you know these folks, screen capture, take a picture, throw it on Facebook, tag them. This is them beginning their journey. They're a big deal because this, right? Everyone starts at this step. Everyone starts. So I so much want to give them love and gratitude, especially if they're on the call. And then our next.
I mentioned this in one of the last corporate calls that I was on, but they always do they start the call off right off the bat, just love bombing these people. And if you're not familiar with love bombing, that is a tactic that these MLMs use to keep people intrigued and coming back and keep them motivated, if you will. They're giving you all of this praise and shouting you out and making a big deal about you hitting this rank, which, by the way, you're probably, in my opinion, not even making any money at this point, but you're getting the love bombings. That's what's going to keep somebody coming back, if that is what one of their love languages is, or even if that's something that they lack within their own life and they have to come here to get that. So they're taking advantage of people in these situations when they do this, in my opinion. In my opinion. Everything in this video is my opinion.
Next one, crystal directors. Again, just another solid rank advancement. If you're hitting here, you're beginning to have your team, you're getting legs under you. I love seeing these. So congratulations to these crystal directors. Now, again,
he loves seeing them because that means people are getting recruited.
That little small script on the bottom, this is through April 7th. I have a whole new round of rank advancements that are going to happen tonight once commission cycles. So I'm excited to see those for tonight. Oh. All right, Sapphire, congratulations. Another round, a big deal, folks. Brendan Lavoie, Holly Flaker, Charles Smith, Cara Jefferson, Leslie Bumpus, Christine McDonald, Bobby Smith, Trina Lavoie. Congratulations. Hopefully I pronounced your names correctly. You are going to see a couple names twice. Why? On different slides? Because they've been blowing through the ranks, advancing, doing amazing things. So I'm super excited when I see names multiple times, because that just means they're doubling down and doing amazing things. Oh my gosh, our Emerald directors, check these out. Take a picture, celebrate them. Holy cow. Again, Holly Flaker, Jennifer Lynn, just chatted with her last night. Congratulations to her. Bobby Smith, talked with her yesterday as well. Candace Chapman. Oh, I talked to all four of these yesterday. So awesome. Amazing people doing amazing things and having amazing teams. So I love that. So congratulations to them and their teams. I'm going to keep going.
Keep going.
Ruby director, look at these. Lindsay Bowden, Paul Barsamian, Christy Cass, Bobby Smith, Trina Lavoie, and David Harden. Congratulations, this group. Again, love seeing the momentum happening and people hitting these ranks. Take a picture, take a picture.
Okay, so I'm not super familiar with the ranks, but I just got an idea. If you are interested in a full Awakened deep dive, let me know in the comments, because I have not done an Awakened deep dive on my channel yet. So maybe it's time we do that. Let me know what you think.
And people hitting these ranks. Take a picture, take a picture. Diamond directors. Oh my gosh, I got to take a breath for a second, because this is even more big. These are big deals. Congratulations to these people. We've got Paul Barsamian, Trina Lavoie, Don Johnson. Congratulations. And again, you never know. You might just keep seeing some of these names. And the last slide that I have for tonight, Jennifer Barsamian, Blue Diamond director. Congratulations. Love you, girl. Keep doing the amazing things that you're doing. Leading a great team. Congratulations. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. Now, I get it. We've done this the last few weeks, and I love this segment of the corporate call, because what we've been doing is reaching out into the field and finding someone that's having the success recently, who's having movement. In fact, when I came across Renee, she is someone that I love hearing from her. She has a great spirit about her as I chatted with her. And she mentioned she's a little nervous. So I want to see lots of hearts. I want to see lots of love in the chat. Let's give her a boost of confidence. Renee Solom, are you with us tonight, Diamond Executive?
I am, Scotty. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm taking this down so everyone can get a good view of what's going on here.
Awesome.
Well, I wanted to ask you, and we'll have a little bit of a dialogue over the next little bit, but I just wanted to ask you specifically, what are you finding right now that's working within your business?
Sure. So thank you again for having me. And really, I'm being consistent doing what Danielle teaches us to do in the social media ninja training. And I'm doing nothing more than what Danielle has taught us and what our master distributors constantly are reminding us to do. So I call it doing the do with no expectation.
I've about had it. Like, I made a reel about this one time, about like the different phrases and things that MLMs have completely ruined for me. And do the do is now one of them, because I've heard it from Lady Boss, I think from one other MLM, and now from Awakened. Please stop. Please don't say that. Please, yuck. No, don't do the do.
At all. So, that's really my focus. If I schedule a power hour and it's a power hour of one and no one else but me is there, I'm there doing the do. So I'm doing it consistently, teasing with social media posts, not saying the name of the product or the name of the company. I'm utilizing suggested posts that Danielle has. I'll find some of my own. I'll tie in some personal, right? Because they don't want it to be all business. They want to see our lives. We're human. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing social media on Facebook. I'm doing reels occasionally. That's kind of new for me, but I'm having.
Can we just talk about how manipulative these tactics are that Danielle is teaching these people? You should not know. Like, it is considered unethical when you are putting out this content and leading people on so that they end up in your DMs somehow, and you are now trying to most likely trying to get them to join your team, because you're not being transparent. Like, there's no transparency. You are posting this bullshit on your social media feed and pulling people into your DMs so that you can hound them for however long it takes before they end up blocking you. This tactic needs to go away like yesterday.
Fun with it, and I'm silly and goofy, and it's okay. right? Because I feel that what their opinion of me has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. So I can only get better is what I say. You know, if they're going to judge me, that's on them. That's okay.
I feel like that's true, but only to an extent. Like, somebody else's opinion of me has nothing to do with me, and that's their problem. There comes a time where, like, something you're doing, somebody is trying to tell you, like this just happened to me recently. Somebody is trying to tell you that what you're doing is potentially hurting other people and you need to stop. That then becomes your problem or her problem in this case. It's not a them problem when you are marketing your BS, in my opinion, your BS product to them like this. That's a you problem and something needs to be done about it.
So I'm doing some reels on Facebook. I am also doing posts, like I said, on Facebook. And then in my stories, I will say I posted a story 24 hours ago of me. I didn't say it was me, but it was something I had shared in our Z testimonial, and it had the most views that I've had on any story before. And basically all I said was, does it work? Like, yeah, or something like that. And then I had the music, like, what are you waiting for? And that's all I said. Now, mind you, I'm not where I want to be yet, but you could see progress, right? And people are watching. People are definitely watching. I have done a little bit on TikTok, not too comfortable on that one yet, but I'm playing with it, right? Another thing that I find is really working is following up. I think it's really important, not just to reach out to our new people, but personally for me, I want to make a positive impact on the future of health. That's kind of what gets me. And I have found my home in every way imaginable. So I want to make an impact on the future of health. And somebody that has come to me and has joined my team, either as a customer or a member, I have kind of interviewed them a little bit, talked to them and found out, like, what is it? Why do they want to do this? If they're coming on as a customer, why? If they're coming on as a member, often, again, why? And I hear from people that they've tried X, Y, and Z. They've lost weight, they've regained weight, and now they're on, I call it A, right? They're in Awakend now, but X, Y, and Z hasn't worked. And so I try to encourage them not to be so quick to give up on us, and to give it time and to be consistent and to utilize the tools. I find even some of my own people, for instance, I had a gal the other day, I called her and she's like, Renee, I don't know why you keep calling me. She goes, I'm not recruiting. I'm so busy. I'm doing nothing. And I said, remember when we spoke what you told me? And it was all about her health. And I said, forget the business right now. I'm talking to you as a person with health goals, and I want to see you get there. I don't want to see you give up on yourself. And that's why I follow up. I said, so I need you to make you that priority first so that you can in turn, she has a family, she has grandchildren. So I was coming to her from on the personal side and truly with compassion and what feeds me. And she said to me, I'm in the Z community now. My daughter and I have printed and we're going to utilize this fabulous resource. And just following up with her, following up with others that are currently in the business, I think it's important that we touch on them, right? And that we love on them a little bit. We're not going to be able to bring...
The fabulous resource that she's referring to is the AwakendBODY 4-week challenge that they have going on. I have done a couple of videos on that. I will, of course, have them linked in the description if you want to know more about that. It is not a fabulous resource. It's mumble jumble to somebody who is trying to get their health together. Super overwhelming. And the diet plan is, in my opinion,
a horse, what's the saying? I never get these right. You can bring the horse, you can draw the horse to water, but you can't expect the horse to drink the water or something like that, right?
Yep, nailed it.
Okay. So with that, all I can do is drip on them periodically because I heard them early on where they had health goals and they've tried all these things and it hasn't worked. So they're trying again. Why? Because those things aren't sustainable. They're yo-yo dieting basically. And I tell them here, we're really looking to help you get to that root cause reset that metabolism, and it's going to take time. And I can tell you firsthand, wreaking havoc on our bodies. I did it for 17 years in a career that was just horrific. So
What the I just don't get it. Like, how do they not hear themselves? You are giving people a pill to get their leptin levels straightened out without even drawing blood. You haven't even drawn blood to see if that's the reason that they might be having trouble losing weight. So if in fact this pill even worked for leptin resistance, you would have to have leptin resistance for it to work. What is happening? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
I'm a walking, talking billboard of truly something, a lifestyle that has in fact wreaked havoc on you. So again, I'm coming from a place of truly my heart when it comes to this. Let's see. So I'm kind of interviewing them when they do come new. So I had somebody reach out to me that's within the company. I don't even know how we got chatting. And they were saying that,
So sorry. I keep pausing this. I can't help it. I have things to say. So I looked her up on Instagram to see what she was posting because she mentioned that she's using the posts that Danielle has put out, like the post templates. And you can tell because I'll put one up here. The overusage of emojis is strong, very strong. And in the posts, she's calling it the Z. She's putting hashtag Z body challenge. Like she said, she doesn't mention anything about the product, just leaving people wondering so that they have to either comment or send her a message. And if you comment, I can bet that she's sending you a DM. Like that's her response. She's not replying back to your comment in the comments section. She's going to be sending you a DM because that is how this company is training their distributors or their retailers, whatever they're calling themselves. They're not training them to be transparent and not be about it. I mean, there's really no other way to say it. So I go to her Facebook and she has a link in her Facebook. It looks like it's to a link tree, but I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it. And I'm using this as an example because this is how all the distributors are taught to market themselves. And most of them that I have seen have something like this set up. So when you click on the link, it automatically pulls something up. It says, please complete the form to learn more about our patented formula and clinically proven fat loss accelerator. And then they ask for your name, your email, and your phone number. So right there, before you even see what's on this link tree, you're tempted to do this. And for somebody who's not educated or aware of this MLM and this tactic or any MLMs in general, by no fault of their own, but because there's not enough information out for people to be aware of it, somebody like that is going to fill this out and just be like, okay, sure, yeah, here's my stuff. I want to see what's going on. And then you go to the actual page of this link that she posted, and it's all Awakend stuff. So it's her. It says she's a Diamond Executive, founding member. Our product is clinically proven to help target fat loss, increase insulin sensitivity, improve sleep, and support a healthy gut. And she has it so that you can save her contact information so that when she calls, you know not to answer. I didn't say that. Who was that? It also has a 3-minute Awakened video about blame it on the leptin. It has her shop and join link and then her social media link. And that's it. That's all you get. Oh, she's on her way. So their convention is this week. It looks like when she took this picture here, she was on her way to Awakend. And I mean, she was pretty open about the fact that this post was about Awakend, which is surprising. But yeah, she's just very vague. We've all seen it. We've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. Let's listen to what else we have to say.
This isn't working for them. But again, this person said they've been here, and they lost weight. And I'm like, well, I said, I'm going to give you a tough love, if you don't mind. You're reaching out to me. So you're kind of giving me approval to give you a tough love. I said, you just told me you were with company A, you lost weight. Company B, you lost weight. Company C, you lost weight. You're here and you have weight to lose. Well, hello, what they've done wasn't sustainable, right? They really didn't get to that root cause and train like Dr. Rimka.
She didn't even know her name. First of all, this is not sustainable either. So the fact that they're trying to push it off as sustainable, it's not sustainable to take a weight loss pill for the rest of your life. No medication is. It really isn't. It's just not sustainable. This is not a sustainable way of losing weight.
Is like a rock star. She's got just a wealth of information, a plethora of resources for us. And if people aren't tuning into her, sorry, I'm going to say shame on you, because you really should, because there's just so much goodness. So I spoke to this woman. I don't know who she is actually. And I just said, well, don't give up on yourself. You say it's not working here, but how, and I talked to my people, it's like, how committed are you? And Danielle I'll see her post when people, say things in our Z community. How committed to you really are you? And so I think it's important that we constantly remind and love on our people. And sometimes that is that tough love, depending on your relationship with them. Because I think they're here, right? They become a customer, they become a member, perhaps just for the business side of things. But there's a lot of people out there that need, from a health standpoint, what we've got. And so that's kind of one of the things I do. So when somebody new comes forward, I do try to find out what are their needs? What are they, why Awakened? What do they see in it? And if they tell me that, it's their health and it's their this and that, it's like, are you going to be coachable? Are you going to be committed? It's not going to be, in 2 weeks, a month, 2 months even, that you may necessarily see changes that someone else is going to see, because all of our bodies are different. So I just try to set that expectation.
I just wish they would listen to themselves, because all of our bodies are different, which brings the question back up. How do you know all of these different bodies are leptin resistant? You don't, because you have not drawn blood work. You don't have blood work. A lot of these people don't even know how to read blood work, because that's not a dig at them. That's just a fact. Like, if you're not a physician, nurse practitioner, PA, if you're not in the medical field, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, in my opinion, because all of our bodies are different.
And really do what I can to set them up for hopefully successes, and not being quick to quit, because they've obviously done that on themselves over the years. Let's see, what else?
I'm going to jump in for a second.
Yes.
Because I've been taking copious notes, and there's a couple things that I heard that just really resonate with me. First and foremost, coming from a place of caring, like I guarantee that that's creating a relationship that they, will be open-minded for some of that dialogue. So I love that. I love the statement of doing the do, because there are so many out there where
So far his biggest takeaways were coming from a place of caring and do the do, both of which have nothing to do with MLMs or with the product. Coming from a place of care is a characteristic. Like, that's a characteristic you have, and some people unfortunately lack that. So coming from a place of care and doing the do. If I hear doing the do one more time, I'm going to be sick. Stop. Again, that has nothing to do with the MLM or with the product. Doing the do, it just means you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing what you have to do to get the things done that you have to get done. These are everyday things. This is nothing groundbreaking. Let's see what else he took away from it.
But your point where it's like, oh, I haven't had that success. Well, then you dive in and you'll ask, okay, what have you done? And then you can start with, if someone's doing the do, if you're out, how about I'm going to speak into the hearts of some people. If you're out doing the do, I guarantee you over time, as long as you're out there doing the do, your scripts are going to get better. Your confidence is going to get better. Your poise, your delivery, all those things are just going to become so much more polished to where it just becomes so natural. None of that comes from not doing it. You have to go out there and you'll learn how to read body language. You'll learn how to read the room. You'll learn how to read the text.
Apparently he hasn't. Danielle hasn't learned how to read the room. He hasn't learned how to read the room. Read the fucking room. This is a bad idea. This whole business is a bad idea.
So I love that. And then I just want to hit on consistency. And this is where I'm going to follow up the question with you on, is because if you have those other two pieces, then it comes down to consistently, right? Doing the daily disciplines that bring you the results weekly, monthly. So just personally from us to you, here's my question. How do you be consistent? Like, what things have you learned? What system to keep you being consistent do you do?
Schedule blocks of time.
Yes.
Most certainly, so that I have a power hour again. It could be a power hour of one by myself, where I am intentionally doing, again, the social media ninja training. If you've not done that, go back. but the birthday wishes, trying to respond to 25 people a day, their posts. I try to do a personal voice message to new contacts of mine if I can, through Messenger, just saying, hey, and kind of some conversation there. And then, I have a list where I certainly follow up with those that have been on my waiting list, if you will, where I'm continuing to drip on, that have expressed an interest but haven't pulled the plug, and then also reaching out to new people constantly. So really it's blocking out that time and just being intentional. Like I see John Forster put mastering the mundane,
Nothing groundbreaking. You block the time and do the things that you're supposed to do when you're working. Reaching out to new people, making new connections, things like that. That's cool. If you don't have a hidden agenda like these MLMs have, and like these, it's just like, don't do that. If somebody reaches out to me, and I can usually tell if they have a hidden agenda. Like if they're reaching out to me because they want my money for something. I don't know if it's a service, if it's an MLM, what it is, but that is their agenda. They do not genuinely want to get to know me, nor do they care about me. I am just a number, and they are reaching out to get my money in the long run. Whether it takes them days, weeks, months, whatever it is, they're going to keep messaging those people until, again, they are blocked to try and get their money, because that is the agenda. They don't genuinely want to get to know anybody. And of course, that's my opinion.
And like you say, it's the simple disciplines day in and day out.
I love that. And I'm going to pipe down and let Danielle jump in with her expertise. Danielle.
I'm a little emotional at the moment because I'm a proud mama of sorts, even though I consider you I don't look at myself as above other people, but I definitely, I'm super proud, because hearing all the things you were doing, but doing it from your heart, was like listening to myself 10 years ago, because I came into this industry really hurting for money, but I never wanted to take money from people. I wanted to make sure that there was value in what I was giving them. Otherwise, then that money really shouldn't be mine. And that's my heart. And so here,
how can she even say that? Their pill is based on a doctored study, and she knows that. In my opinion, she wants people's money. I don't believe what she's saying right now.
hearing you talk the way you're talking and then say time blocking, I call it time chunking. I like chunks of time where I would recruit, and it made my day easier, because then it wasn't on my mind, that gnawing feeling of I'm failing, I'm not committed. You get to drown out that voice by chunking out your time. I chunked out time tonight with my husband. We haven't had a date night, horrible to say, in like weeks. And we used to do it every week. And chunking out the time tonight was so rewarding. But I now chunk out time to work out. And instead of making an excuse for that, but the reward is I'm wearing things and fitting in things that I haven't fit in years, right? So chunking time out for network marketing, for building your business that you say you really want to make it work, right, guys? You say you want it, you've got to commit that time. So could not be more proud of you, because a lot of what you said is really just the rinse and repeat.
What a privileged way of thinking. A number of the individuals in this MLM are likely also working a full-time job. So to tell them that they don't want it bad enough, like this is just like classic. This is what all MLMs do wrong. Of course, in my opinion, telling the people on your corporate call that they potentially don't want this bad enough because they're not chunking out the time that it takes, like this woman is doing. You don't know what's going on in their home. They could be working 12-hour days or longer and barely spending any time with their kids, let alone sleeping enough or eating enough. For you to basically shame them because they're not chunking out their time the correct way or the way that you would. You don't know what they are doing. You don't know. So I hate when things like this are said. I hate it.
It's little things every day repeated in and out that get our relationships to be better, right? That help our bodies to look better, our internal physiology to be better, our emotions to be better, no matter what we're doing, whatever we're chunking out. If you're committing to that time, like Renee is, you're going to see success. It doesn't happen overnight, though. It requires consistency in all areas. But I want to hit on what you said, and then I want to put you on the spot a little, and I hope it doesn't make you cry. But for those of you who don't know, Renee's husband has been battling an illness, and praise God, his test came out wonderful recently. And we've been talking a lot on text. And so super grateful to everyone who prayed for him. But here she is as a leader breaking ranks, not making excuses. And that's an excuse that anyone would say, hey, that's a good excuse. But I have found in life, no matter what I've done, no matter what advice I've been given in an area where I'm struggling, if I truly want to self-sabotage, it's going to happen without thinking about it. It's really an intentional, like you said, the word intention. It's the setting the intention that I'm going to do better, be better, and I'm going to commit more to whatever area of my life. And in this case, Renee, just like Jess Mathis, just like Amy Richardson, and so many of you who are going through stuff. Lily, being in the hospital, going through something horrible. I just lost a friend from high school. Don't want to talk about it. Please don't put anything in the comments. We're burying him Monday, and it was a tragic death at 48. And so, but yet today was like every time he crept into my mind, going to bed, he's in my mind, waking up, he's in my mind, all the memories. I still have to function. I still have to produce. I still have to learn to manage my thoughts and my emotions so I can accomplish things that are important, not stuff that's not important, but the stuff that is, which is building.
You need to take time to mourn. And now everybody mourns differently. And for her to use this as an example is kind of disgusting. For me personally, the way I work through things or mourn certain things is I have to hyper focus on something. And that could be my YouTube channel. It could be a Netflix series. It could be a number of things. None of those things are going to be an MLM, obviously. But now for other people, they kind of just need to like step back and do nothing and maybe lay in bed and watch TV or sleep. You can't tell somebody that if they're going through something hard, that's just an excuse. Everybody is different, and to encourage the behavior that she's encouraging can be very, very unhealthy for somebody who can't process their feelings by continuing to work or do the things that she's promoting.
In your business now, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. What do you want to accomplish in life? Do it with your heart, and you can't lose. Yeah, we want to make money and we want to be debt free. I mean, ultimately everyone wants to do better, but Renee, what you shared tonight to me was gold. Couldn't be prouder of you. I didn't know all of this stuff that you were doing that I taught you. So it gave me real joy tonight in my heart at a time I needed it. So thank you, but couldn't be prouder of you. Can't wait to hug you and see you. You are a prime example of doing it even when things are in the way, because there's always going to be stuff in the way. You're a prime example of keeping your why really at the forefront, right? I have a strong why now in many areas of my life that I never did before, because I finally have learned to just shut that down, the chatter, and just love on myself and love on others. And the more you love yourself and love on others and get rid of all the competition and all the stuff that doesn't matter, everything else that's right boils to the top. So you're doing it perfectly, guys. Thank you so much. If you heard what she said tonight, go to the corporate page, go to guides, and you'll see those trainings that I've done in several companies, same training, just different company. And now it's our personal training for Awakend. And it's a wonderful way to learn how to use social media without having to pay big money to anyone. I don't want you spending your big money on anything but, making memories with your kids, your grandkids. Go buy the car, go take the trip, go buy the shoes, but don't spend it on things when you can get it right here. And it's gold. It's really good stuff. We have so many great leaders in the company. So thank you so much, Renee. That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Scotty.
Amazing, Renee. Danielle, I'm going to share some slides because we
Sure.
have a couple more points to hit on. And then, of course, man, there's something amazing right around the corner we all know about. But first, let me kick it to you for this one.
Yeah, so our opportunity call, we've got that video we created for you, the 130 we're going to talk about. This coming Tuesday, we will still have the call. Okay, so you'll be able to use the call, and we will talk about that another day here. We'll let you know, but there will be a call next week while we're in Charleston. And you'll be able to leverage that call for those of you who want to continue to build. And I highly suggest you do so. The busy season for weight loss right now, right? Summer's coming fast. People want to drop some weight, look good, and feel good. 130. Basically, we want you to send this video out to 100 people in 30 days, right? So we broke it up very simple for you. Get someone's interest peaked. Don't spam people. Please stop spamming. It is not how you build a business and this is a rapport building business.
I just don't get it. Don't spam people, but spam them also. But don't spam them, but also spam them. But don't call it spam, because then people will know it's spam and they'll know we're spamming. But don't spam them.
If you care about people, you find out what their hot button is or their pain point is, you tell them you have a potential solution. And if you do that correctly, which doesn't take much, it takes a simple script that anybody in our company has access to on our corporate page. We have scripts,
Let's just look at the definition of spam. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of spam is unsolicited, usually commercial messages such as emails, text messages, or internet postings sent to a large number of recipients or posted in a large number of places. You are telling them to spam people. Send this to 100 people in 30 days. It is a commercial message according to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. Commercial messaging is any electronic mail message, which would be email or DMs or PMs or whatever you want to call them, the primary purpose of which is the commercial advertisement or promotion of a commercial product or service. Now, if you look up the definition of a commercial product, this is a product that can make money. So, ma'am, you are encouraging people to send messages promoting a product that can make money, making it a commercial product, to a large number of recipients, which is the definition of spam. Again, I feel as though I am in the Twilight Zone.
Ask your distributors and great upline leaders to give you their perfect script. Use that opening line. And when they say, yes, tell me more, you send them the video link and you let them tell you that they want to buy, try, join, or get on the call. And if you just do this system, I did this system and it got me to 7+ figures a year, over and over, rinsing and repeating, just piquing interest, finding out what their hot button was, telling them I have a product or products to fix that, and letting them tell me if it was for them or not. And it's okay if they say no. You have no control in network marketing over the answer they give you. The only control you have is how many people have you reached out to and how much have you taught your team to do the same. The more links you send out, the more presentations your team does, the more your organization will grow. And that's it. Simple, simple, simple. Don't complicate what really doesn't need to be complicated.
Immediately no. So if you watched my last video, Ashley, who is here in this picture, was the one that was talking with Dr. Rimka. And that's her husband in this picture. This is so cringe. Who the f is buying these? Why? And why? Because eventually you're going to throw them out. Like, that hurts, I'm sure. But I had tons of Scentsy shirts and things like that, and they are gone. It was a waste of money, and they were not cheap.
Look at these two cute models we hired. I mean, I don't know who they are, but we got to get their name and numbers. Now, these are two of our owners, Rodney James and Ashley Headley. Amazing. Seeing them in our awesome, we came up with this idea, a couple months ago, Scotty, that we wanted jerseys for game night, and why not have Awakend jerseys? So a lot of people are pre-ordering them. It's going to be awesome to see you guys in Charleston on game night. My own parents are going to be there. I already heard what they're wearing. I'm sure they'll make a splash. I had a few people send me pictures of what they're wearing that night in their jerseys, but we as owners will have our Awakend jerseys on, and we're going to have a blast. If you love music, you love to have fun, you love to play games. I am a game lover. I am a scooch. So I'm going to be acting like a kid that night, having fun with everyone. I hope you guys will let loose and get some oxytocin going and some serotonin going and really have fun with us that night. So those jerseys are awesome. Our convention packs, these are available. You can order them. I don't know, Scotty, if there's a limit or a time on this that we need to tell people.
Yeah, that's a very good question. There certainly is a limit because they are going to sell out, and they're only available at the event. So I would imagine here pretty soon, we'll be turning it off in the back office sometime next week.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
got to add in that sense of urgency.
A lot of people have reached out and purchased these, but they're really cool. So you can upgrade, or you can just get your typical convention pack that we give you. But the ultimate one is really cool. So if you're into working out, it's great to use that yoga mat for our body care classes. I was just on the phone with Lauren today. She's going to do an amazing Saturday morning event with breath work and body stretching. I originally thought it was yoga, so forgive me. My apologies to those of you that I told you it was yoga. It's not, but do bring some sort of mat or towel. And if you want to stretch with us and wake up and do some breath work and really get energized for our big Saturday close of the event that morning, you'll be with Lauren Dorsey, and it's going to be amazing. We tried to time it so that you have enough time to go back to your hotel, freshen up, and be downstairs in time for the event. We are still open for registration, right, Scotty? I had a couple people sign up today, reached out to me and said, can we still use our tickets from the Elite packs? I said, of course you can. We'll even be selling them at the door, but it's better you pre-register so we can have your convention pack ready. We'll have your lanyard ready. I want to make sure we have everything for you when you get there.
And Just
Can't
one
wait.
last little announcement. No call next week because we are all going to be in Charleston.
Oh, well, there is one, but it's the following, what is it, the 6th? Hold
The
on.
6th.
Saturday, the 6th, we're going to do a whole recap of convention. We'll give you the highlights. We'll talk about the new products in depth. So it's going to be a special Saturday call. We'll give you more details about that later, but mark it down. I think we said 12 Eastern that day. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So 12 Eastern on the 6th, it's a special, like, don't miss that call. We're going to have people who were at the event, top leaders and newbies that just joined the company, getting on and talking about what they learned, what they experienced. You're going to learn about the product. You're going to hear about how the products are working for people, and you're going to have some special stuff that day to learn. So we're going to have a special call that week, but yes, no call next week for the company call, but we will have our opportunity call on Tuesday night.
That is it. That's it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see everyone. I'm having a selfie contest with Justin Rose. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm challenging him to how many selfies I can get and be tagged with the whole Awakend family. And, there's a big prize on the line. He's going to offer it to me, but I want to see you. I want selfies, and I can't wait for next week. So that's all I have.
And I'll catch you guys on the Elite page, all of you Elite founders, in 10 minutes for our training. I got a good one for you tonight. See you later.
I'm willing to bet that Justin's going to win that selfie contest because he's Bravo famous. If you're not aware, Justin is the newer president of Awakend, and he is a husband of one of the Real Housewives on Salt Lake City. I made a whole video about that, and you can go watch that now. I'll see you over there.